Hello, boxing world, and I welcome you back to another edition of Fantasy Bout Hour, the channel dedicated to bringing you fantasy matchups on a regular basis. If there's a particular matchup that you want me to cover, please leave it in the comments section, and I promise to honor your request. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit that bell notification. The fight that I'll be bringing to you in this video comes by way of request, and it is another good one from question marks. I thank you for your request, and I thank you for continuing to participate in the channel. The fight that they mentioned is a good one. This one is between Holyfield and Usyk. They were both great cruiserweights. Holyfield was a great heavyweight. Usyk is a good heavyweight. He still has a little more to prove at heavyweight. Speaking of Usyk. But if we take away the nostalgia, if we take away the bias, we can see how great this fight is. Of course, Holyfield is more proven. Holyfield's legacy is solidified. Usyk's legacy has yet to be solidified. Of course, Holyfield has the better resume. He fought in a better era. But we do know that styles makes fights. And so what happens in the ring is what really matters. I'm not saying that experience doesn't play a part, because experience plays a big part. And Holyfield is the more experienced of the two. But, at the end of the day, it really depends on the styles. And there are so many factors in this fight, which makes it a hard one to judge. As I mentioned, Holyfield's experience, the styles. So really, the person that shows up to fight and the person that shows up at their best is going to win this fight. I imagine it's easy to say Holyfield, and because of my own bias, I want to lean towards Holyfield. But at the same time, I try to be as objective as possible. And stylistically, I see Usyk competing with Holyfield and giving him some trouble, okay? We see that Holyfield had a hard time with southpaws, and Chris Bird immediately comes to mind. Usyk has great footwork, and one thing I like about Usyk is Usyk can adjust. He's a great adjuster. He tends to start off slow, but once he gets into the fight, once Usyk finds his rhythm, then he's hard to deal with. I feel that Holyfield has the bigger heart, although Usyk has a big heart too. Usyk is tough as nails, but Holyfield was just an animal in there. Holyfield came to fight. Holyfield came with the intensity. He came with the passion, and he just came to take your head off. I think that Holyfield would have an advantage if he's able to push Usyk back the entire fight, not give Usyk a chance to breathe, not give him a chance to find his rhythm or to settle in. But if Holyfield gives him an inch in this fight, then that would be a big mistake. If Holyfield backpedals at all in this fight, it would be a mistake. Holyfield's stamina would have to be on point, because Usyk has great stamina. And Usyk is a great pressure fighter, as well as Holyfield. Both of them have a lot of the same attributes, okay? But I don't see Holyfield being successful in this fight by fighting off the back foot or backpedaling, and because Usyk just keeps coming. So Holyfield would have to gain Usyk's respect early. And he would have to back him up, and he would have to let Usyk know who he's in the ring with. As I said at the beginning of this video, whoever comes to fight, whoever wants it more, who's ever boss, whoever is the boss this night is going to win this fight. As I mentioned before, there's the biases, there's the nostalgia, but I mainly look at the styles. Usyk has the better footwork. I think Holyfield throws the better punches. He has better punch placement, and he finds the target. Usyk is easier to hit than Holyfield is. But what would favor Usyk in this fight is, Holyfield loves to brawl. He loves to scrap. So Holyfield isn't looking to box from the outside. Although he could, he's not looking to pick his spots, to really move around the ring, to use the ring. I mean, Holyfield wants to be in that phone booth. He's great in that phone booth. But there's a chance that Usyk could outwork him. There's a chance that Usyk could frustrate him. There's a chance that the southpaw stance and the awkwardness could bother Holyfield. One thing's for certain. This will be a fight. This will be a war. This will be back and forth action. Holyfield, as I mentioned, is an animal in there. Usyk is a rugged, tough boxer. Both of them have great chins. So I think Usyk has a bright future. Usyk has a bright future. Whew, this is a hard one to analyze. I'm just mentioning all these things, just trying to come to a conclusion. And because both of these guys, they're cut from the same cloth, as far as I'm concerned. Wow. It's a great fight. Great back and forth action. Somebody's bleeding. You're going to have blood. You're going to have swelling. I mean, this would be one for the ages. This would be fight of the year. I love Usyk, how he has that throwback type thing about him. I mean, he will get in there and he will fight. I believe that he will fight anyone. I'm looking forward to his fight with Joshua. That's going to be a great one, which I will favor Usyk in. Yes, both of these guys are warriors. Both of these guys are blood and guts warriors. As I mentioned before, Holyfield would have to push Usyk back, put on the pressure. Don't give him an inch in the fight. Don't give him an inch. And I think Holyfield's best, what's the word I'm looking for? Holyfield's best chance is to knock Usyk out. Usyk is not a guy that you want hanging around in the late rounds. He's not a guy that you want to get in his rhythm, that you want for him to figure you out. And the longer the fight goes on, it favors Usyk. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give the unpopular opinion in this one and go with Usyk by split decision. Those are my thoughts. Please let me know what you think.